Luxembourg is a landlocked country located in the heart of Europe. Bordered by Belgium, France, and Germany, this small country has a total land area of just 2,586 square kilometers, making it one of the smallest countries in Europe. Despite its size, Luxembourg is a global financial center with one of the highest GDP per capita in the world, making it one of the richest countries globally. Before we dive into the economic prowess of Luxembourg, let's take a moment to explore the country as a whole. Luxembourg boasts of a temperate climate, with mild winters and warm summers. Its location in the heart of Europe ensures that it enjoys a mix of continental and maritime climate, which provides for a pleasant weather experience throughout the year. The country has a diverse landscape that includes rolling hills, dense forests, and breathtaking valleys that provide visitors with a wide range of activities and adventures to choose from. The architecture in Luxembourg is a mix of ancient and modern styles, reflecting its long and fascinating history. The country's capital city, Luxembourg City, is a UNESCO World Heritage site with stunning architecture, such as the Grand Ducal Palace, the City Hall, and the Notre-Dame Cathedral. The fortifications of the city date back to the 16th century and have been well preserved, making it one of the most striking features of the city. The city is also famous for its picturesque neighborhoods, such as the Grund and Clausen. Luxembourg is also renowned for its excellent infrastructure, which makes it one of the most convenient and easy-to-navigate countries in Europe. The country has an extensive network of highways, railways, and airports that connect it to other major European cities. The country also boasts of a robust public transportation system, including buses and trains, making it easy for visitors to explore the country without a car. In addition to its infrastructure, the country is also home to some of the most innovative and advanced technology companies in the world. The country has an excellent education system that produces highly skilled professionals in fields such as finance, law, and technology. This has made Luxembourg an attractive destination for multinational corporations looking to establish a presence in Europe. Luxembourg may be small in size, but it is mighty in terms of economic prosperity. So, what are the secrets of Luxembourg's economic success? Firstly, Luxembourg has a highly diversified economy. While the financial sector is the largest contributor to the country's GDP, accounting for around 35%, Luxembourg also has a thriving industrial sector, including steel production and a growing technology sector, with companies such as Amazon and PayPal having established their European headquarters in the country. In fact, Luxembourg is considered one of the top startup hubs in Europe, with a vibrant startup ecosystem that attracts entrepreneurs from around the world. According to Startup Genome's 2021 Global Startup Ecosystem Report, Luxembourg ranked 21st in the world and 5th in Europe, with strengths in areas such as fintech, cybersecurity, and logistics. Another key factor in Luxembourg's economic success is its favorable tax system. The country has one of the lowest corporate tax rates in the European Union at 15%, compared to the average rate of 21.7%. This has made Luxembourg an attractive destination for multinational corporations looking to establish their European headquarters and take advantage of the country's stable political and economic climate. Luxembourg has also invested heavily in education and training, with a focus on developing a highly skilled and educated workforce. According to the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report 2021, Luxembourg ranks 2nd in the world for the quality of its education system and 5th in the world for the quality of its workforce. Furthermore, Luxembourg is one of the most open economies in the world, with a strong focus on international trade and investment. The country has signed free trade agreements with numerous countries around the world, and its membership in the European Union provides access to a market of over 450 million consumers. Finally, Luxembourg has a strong commitment to sustainable development and is a leader in the field of green finance. The country has established itself as a hub for sustainable finance, with a focus on investing in renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable infrastructure. Can other countries emulate this success? While Luxembourg's economic success can certainly serve as a model for other countries, it's important to keep in mind that each country has its unique set of circumstances and challenges that need to be considered when developing economic policies. That being said, There are certainly some lessons that other countries can learn from Luxembourg's economic success. For example, Luxembourg's focus on diversifying its economy and developing a skilled workforce could be emulated by other countries looking to reduce their reliance on a single industry or sector. Furthermore, Luxembourg's commitment to sustainable development and green finance is increasingly important in today's world, as more and more countries are prioritizing sustainable and environmentally friendly economic policies. However, it's worth noting that Luxembourg's small size and unique position as a financial hub within the European Union has played a significant role in its economic success. Other countries may not be able to replicate this exact model, but they can certainly learn from Luxembourg's successes and tailor their economic policies to their own unique circumstances. What are the factors that might be a threat to the economic success of Luxembourg? Some of the factors that can threaten Luxembourg's economic success are external economic shocks, dependence on the financial sector, labor shortages, income inequality, and the challenges of sustainability. As a small and open economy, Luxembourg is vulnerable to external economic shocks such as recessions, financial crises, or changes in global trade patterns. For example, the global financial crisis of 2008 had a significant impact on Luxembourg's economy, leading to a contraction in GDP of 4.5% in 2009. Similarly, the COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting global economic slowdown had a negative impact on the country's economy, with GDP contracting by 1.3% in 2020. While the financial sector has been a major contributor to Luxembourg's economic success, it also poses a potential threat to the country's economy. The financial sector accounts for around 35% of Luxembourg's GDP, making the country heavily dependent on the performance of this sector. Any disruption to the financial sector, such as a decline in the value of financial assets or changes in global financial regulations, could have a significant impact on Luxembourg's economy. Luxembourg has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the European Union, standing at just 5.5% in 2021. While this is a positive indicator of the country's economy, it also poses a potential threat to its continued growth. Labor shortages could lead to increased wage pressures and higher labor costs, which could in turn impact the competitiveness of Luxembourg's economy. While Luxembourg has one of the highest GDP per capita in the world, income inequality in the country is also relatively high. According to the World Bank, the Gini coefficient for Luxembourg was 31.8 in 2020, which is above the OECD average of 30.8. High levels of income inequality could lead to social tensions and political instability, which could in turn impact the country's economic performance. The country's high per capita carbon emissions and its dependence on fossil fuels for transportation could make it more difficult for Luxembourg to meet its sustainability goals and remain competitive in a world where sustainable development is becoming increasingly important. What is the country doing to avert these potential threats? Regarding external economic shocks, Luxembourg's strong economic ties to the European Union, EU, and its membership in the Eurozone provides some level of stability and protection against external shocks. However, the country's economy is still susceptible to global economic trends and shifts in international trade patterns. To mitigate this risk, Luxembourg has been diversifying its economy, particularly in areas such as information and communication technologies, logistics, and space industries. By reducing its reliance on a single industry or sector, Luxembourg can better withstand external economic shocks. In terms of labor shortages, the government of Luxembourg has implemented policies to address this issue, such as investing in education and training programs to develop a skilled workforce. Also, the country has been attracting workers from abroad through its high standard of living and favorable tax policies. However, as the country's population ages, the challenge of maintaining a sufficient workforce could become more pressing. While the country has a progressive tax system and a relatively high minimum wage, there is still a significant income gap between the wealthiest and poorest members of society. To address this issue, Luxembourg has been investing in social welfare programs and working to improve access to education and training opportunities, particularly for disadvantaged populations. Luxembourg can be considered among the crème de la crème of nations due to its economic prowess. And I hope the rest of the world can pick up a couple of lessons from their books.